Just like an athlete needs to warm up their body before doing strenuous exercises, so should pianists. I'm going to show you some gentle warm-ups, and these were taught by my piano teacher in college to me when I started to have wrist problems. So we don't want to practice the piano with a lot of tension. We don't want to start off playing anything real fast or anything real repetitive without first warming up. Okay, so this is relaxing the wrists. I'm going to be making wrist circles here, and I'm doing just a simple 5-finger pattern. I'm going to be using the same fingers. I've got C, D, E, F, G lined up, and I'm going to start with my thumbs and make a gentle circle this way. Okay, now I'm going to do these exercises where your wrists are going down and up. It's a hinge sort of thing. I'm on the white keys. When I play a 3-note chord, my wrist goes down, and I'm going to hinge up with the inside fingers 2 and 4 and move up the white keys. So down, up, and it's very relaxed. Mostly it's my wrist that's doing the action. Now, if at any time you are doing these exercises, those are pretty gentle, but if you start to feel tingling sensation or numbness, you should probably stop right away and give your hands some rest. These are good to do when you're generally feeling pretty good, first thing before you really get down to the nitty-gritty of practicing, okay? So the wrist circle motion and the down, up, okay, those are the first two things. I add in my routine Hanon number 1, and I play it at a medium tempo, just sort of a no-brainer. Of course, it goes back down. Now, I know a lot of you, myself included, could play it a lot faster than that. But the reason I am doing it at that slow tempo is it's a gentle physical warm-up. Now, during these physical warm-ups, my mind might be going, oh, I need to put in 2 loads of laundry and return that phone call. My mind is kind of clearing out as my fingers just automatically do these warm-ups. And they should last no longer than 5 minutes to get you going. But, okay, so that's the third thing I usually do. You can pick any kind of medium-paced, easy thing, no-brainer exercise to do like that. I'm now going to show you something that has been invaluable to me. My father, Frank Denke, was my mentor and piano teacher, and through most of my years growing up, he was the house pianist 5 nights a week at the St. Francis Hotel, and then he played organ on Sundays and went to choir practice on Mondays. So unless he was working on an album or a special concert, this is what I heard him do right before he left for his evening gig at the St. Francis Hotel. And I call these the ins and outs. They are exercises that will work the interosseous muscles, the connecting muscles between your fingers here. And they will help your hands open up and contract very nicely. What I do is I choose mirror images. And you may want to do these hands separately at first, especially if one hand is more natural for you to use than the other. But I do these together to save time. And first I'm going to show you what the ins are. I'm going to do mirror images on the piano. So my left hand is starting on C, and my right hand is starting on E. And I'm going to do 2 sets of trills between my adjacent fingers, with the inside fingers moving in towards the center of the piano. And I'm going to go as far as I am comfortably able to, but stopping short of the point of ridiculous contortion and pain, okay? So here are the ins. This is as far as I can go. Now, this is what I ask my students to do in between these. I want you to lean over and shake your hands out loosely. And if you're suffering any tension, tingling, or pain, shake it out really well. Lean forward so you don't hit your hands on the piano bench or the piano. Don't do like this. I call this the funky chicken. Don't have your elbows crooked and you're just shaking your hands around, but really lean over and just loosen up from your shoulders all the way to your fingertips, okay? In between. Now we're going to do the same boring set of sounding notes, but we're going to use fingers 4 and 3. And this is as far as I can go with these. And I'll lean over and shake. And now I'm going to do 3 and 2. I'm not doing these too fast. Speed is not the idea, but I'm applying about the same amount of pressure on each finger. And now 2 and 1. Now you will find that you'll be able to go a lot further with your thumbs here. As far as I can go, then I come back. Sounds pretty boring, doesn't it? But these exercises are really great for getting your hands warmed up and also opened up. Some people may have long fingers, but if their hands aren't as able to reach because they're not using their muscles properly, they may not be able to reach as many notes as a person who can spread out their hands, who has smaller hands. So, okay, those are the ins. You're starting, just as a reminder, C in the left hand, and E in the right hand. And you're doing 2 trills on each note group, moving the inside finger in towards the center of the piano. Okay, once you figured out how to do the ins, we're going to try the outs. You're going to be still trilling between 2 adjacent fingers, but the outer fingers are going to move towards the outer extremes of the piano. And to have the mirror image, you're going to start with E in the left hand and C in the right hand. And do 1 and 2 as far as you can go. Come back in, shake it all out, and then do the same thing with 2 and 3. These exercises sound rather boring and tedious, but they will be very helpful at stretching out your hands, warming them up, and clearing your mind. I think those are pretty much my normal warm-up routine. I've got a few more advanced things here. One is you can do if you are sitting at a desk and you're listening to a teacher, or you're traveling to a gig and you want to warm up your fingers and you don't have much of a sound check or something. You could do this on a tabletop. Just make sure you're not, reaching up here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I call these like little push-ups. I'm going to hold down notes on the piano. See, I'm holding down 4 notes here, and I'm going to lift up my 5th finger, my 4th finger, my 3rd, my 2nd, and my thumb. Okay? So those are little push-ups you could do on a desk or a flat surface. Hold down 4 fingers and work 1 doing little push-ups. And then this is another exercise I do is I will hold down a couple notes and then move 3 notes in a row. Okay, or I might hold down everything and work 2, 3, 4. Hold down the rest of them and work 3, 2, 1. Okay, so those are some good exercises. Remember, be relaxed with your wrist for the first few, and anytime you feel any tension, shake it out. If that doesn't help, take a little rest.